Hi guys, my name is Alicia and I'm a psychiatric nurse practitioner and I own my own private practice. And I teach other nurse practitioners how to find freedom and balance by starting their own private practices as well. So today we're going to talk about the natural fears that can occur in the first year of opening a private practice. And the reality is that there are so many fears, and I'm going to share with you what I experienced and what my mentees in my full mentorship program have shared with me that their fears are as well. And I'm going to give you a couple tips on how to start tackling some of these fears. We are psychiatric nurse practitioners, right? So we know how to essentially practice CBT on ourselves. So obviously that is foundational, but I also just want to give you a couple of tips that helped get me through. Let's get into it. Okay, fear number one, we're going to start with a real heavy hitter, and that is, what if I don't make enough money? And so, first on this one, you have to really think about how much money you need to live and make sure that you are working another job or have the support of a partner or a family that provides you with what you need to live. I do not recommend that you quit your job to open a private practice. Like, have something that you are living off of. So I'm going to assume that you have enough to have your needs met. If you don't, work on that first, because you are going to make poor decisions in starting your private practice if you don't have your needs met. You're going to take on patients that maybe aren't the best fit, or you're going to rush to work with insurance panels that maybe you don't want to if you don't have your needs met, because you're making decisions out of fear because you can't pay your mortgage. So that's step number one. Try to have your needs met by some means before you open a business. So that aside, the fear here is that you don't make enough money, aka you're not being successful or patients are coming to you or whatever. Now, working from the place of your needs are met. Next, your first goal is going to be to break even. Okay, so not to necessarily make a ton of money in your starting months, but just to have your patient visits cover your operating costs. So you pay, your EMR, your collaborating physician, if you have that, whatever your startup costs are, make sure that you first set your goal as covering that. Then the next goal is obviously to make a profit. And I want to encourage you that if you have that fear, what if I don't make enough money? Don't judge that on the first couple months. The first couple months are going to be different than the years to come in your business. So I want to encourage you to wait, be patient, and first just focus on breaking even. That will be a huge success, because that means that the business can go on, right? You're not just going to be running yourself dry by paying out of your own pocket for those operating costs. I hope that helps a little bit with that fear. Not making money in the future, that's a future problem. We're going to talk about some of those future things that you can do. Actually, keep listening to this video. The next fear is, what if no one wants to see me? Okay, so I want you to know that that's probably not true, because you've probably worked other jobs and you've had patients that have liked working with you and you know how to do your job. So the idea that no one in the world would want to see you, it's just not true, because patients have seen you before, whether in your nursing job, your NP job, whatever. So probably what you need to do to address this fear is do the absolute best that you can at showing your skills to the world. Work on your marketing materials, work on how you talk about yourself on your website, work on how you show how good you are at your job. So talk about your past experience, talk about what you specialize in, what kind of patients you've seen, the patients that you really love working with, what patients have said about their work with you. And if you can show the world what you're good at, patients will come to you. Usually if they're not coming to you, it's because they don't know what you're good at. So work on those marketing materials. If you appear as a generalist, if you kind of don't have any pictures of yourself on your website and you're saying, I treat all psychiatric conditions, that doesn't necessarily make a patient want to come to you, because you just sound like you kind of treat anything, and they may or may not come. I mean, like, patients are still looking for mental health treatment, so you may still get inquiries, but it may not be as much as what you're looking for, and as much as it would be if you're able to clearly communicate what you're good at and have that resonate with that patient that says, I'm going to contact that person because they know exactly how to help me with what I'm going through. The next fear, oh my gosh, I hear this one so much, and it's, what if I fail? Okay, I really, really, really don't like this one, because I think that you need to really redefine how you view failure, because everything in your business that happens is a learning experience. So if something's not working, that gives you information on how to tweak it. If something is working, keep doing it. If something's not working, change it. Don't change things too fast. Have something, give it a couple months, then tweak it, give it a couple months. But the failure side, I just genuinely, like, if something's not working, it means you need to change something. If you're not getting inquiries, you need to change your marketing tactics. I want to encourage you to redefine how you view failure in general. And I just don't believe in failure. I just don't. I just believe that it gives us information on where else we should be going, or what we should change. So I think that something not working just gives us information. It's not failure. I told you that I would circle back to this fear of what if I don't make enough money, and addressing that a little bit more. And I'm going to address that with this final fear. And that is, I'm a month in and I have no patients, or I'm a few months in and I only have a few patients. Okay. I want to tell you that this is normal. This is normal. You are not going to launch and have people knocking down your doors. People don't know about you. They don't know that you exist. And so what that means is that you need to hit your marketing hard. You have to do more network marketing. Look at your marketing materials. Look at what you're showing the world, okay? And look at those if you have a couple of patients, that means you can get a couple more and a couple more and a couple more. So really look at what you're doing right with those patients. What's going right? How did you get them? How did they find you? What resonated with them? And how can you do even more, an even bigger version of that? So I hope that this was helpful. I know that just those first 6 months are so hard, because you're just like, oh my gosh, can I do this? And is this going to work? And so there's a lot more fears than what I covered today. That's just a couple, but I just want to encourage you that a lot of these fears can be tackled with redefining how you think about failure and just sticking with your marketing plan, sticking with it hard and doing more of it. So I hope that helps. If you're interested in being mentored by me, I would be happy to help you start or expand your business. I have a full mentorship program, and the link is down below. I would love to help you. Until then, until next video, take care.